Hello, my name is Jennifer Dixon with Thrive Yoga and Wellness and Thrive Online. Today we're going to talk about another posture that is in the seated series of the primary series of Ashtanga Yoga. That is a whole bunch of prepositions all at one time. Reverse tabletop Purvottanasana. Now, this pose can be pretty difficult. It requires a whole bunch of strength in your posterior chain. That's all those muscles along the back body. So I'm going to give you some options. So let's begin. We're going to start with our feet about hips width distance apart, reverse tabletop. You want your fingertips to where they're facing your hips. So how far away depends on your anatomy. If you've got really long arms, really long legs, really long body parts, you might have to be a little bit further out from your body than I do. I've got pretty short appendages. And so for the first modification of reverse tabletop, go ahead and rotate your shoulders forward and let your head go back. That's like a little yoga trick to help protect your neck. And then push down into those feet to lift the hips up. Eventually, your hips are going to be in line with your knees and your hips are going to be in line with your shoulders. Now, if you notice, my neck was able to relax a little bit more as I got my hips up a little higher. Now, if you tend to lock out your elbows, soften your elbows ever so much, because a lot of times people with hypermobile elbows, their elbows are actually bending in the opposite direction of what they're needing to be. Now, this is a pretty difficult pose. It's really engaging the glutes, your bottom muscles, and your hammies. And once you get to the point where this posture is not too terribly difficult, you work on the full expression of the posture. That's where your legs are out straight, your toes are together, and your heels are slightly apart. That kind of helps to internally rotate the hips because we do a lot of external rotation, and it's going to help to strengthen them ever so slightly. And so now remember, your fingertips reaching towards the hips, not the other way around. Caveat to this, if you have wrist issues, shoulder issues, anything like that, go ahead and bring your fingertips out. You do what feels good. Remember, yoga is supposed to feel good. So if any of these cues don't feel good, don't do them. You do what feels good. If we're working towards the full expression and your shoulders and your wrists and your elbows allow it, go ahead, internally rotate the shoulders. You can relax the head down ever so slightly. Squeeze the bum cheeks together, lifting everything. And if you notice, I tend to bend my knees to get my hips up higher. That helps me to engage my quads a little bit. They're pretty strong and helps me to lift my hips. Now, here's a little yoga secret. As I bend my knees, I squeeze my butt cheeks together like it's nobody's business. And if you notice, my hips raised. Maybe it was just a centimeter, maybe it's like 2 inches. The key here for this posture is those posterior chain muscles really active. So you're really squeezing your hamstrings and you're really squeezing your glutes, and you really feel this going all the way up into your entire back muscles. But guess what? At the same time, you're opening up across the chest. It's a great heart opener while you're working and building strength in the back body. Again, my name is Jennifer Dixon with Thrive Yoga and Wellness, and today we talked about reverse tabletop Purvottanasana. It is an excellent pose for helping to build strength in the back body while also opening up across the chest, which is great as we tend to spend more and more of our lives leaning forward, whether we're holding babies, looking at the phone, driving, sitting in front of a computer. The reverse tabletop posture is awesome to help undo some of that damage, and it helps to strengthen the muscles that will help us to sit up straighter, to stand up straighter. And guess what, ladies? When we have better posture, we look a little slimmer, and who doesn't want that, right? Thank you so much for joining me. It is again Jennifer Dixon with Thrive Yoga and Wellness. We are located in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So if you're in the area, I welcome you to come on down. And if you're not, we have a great online platform, Thrive Online. I'd love you to check us out, thriveyogaandwellness.com/thrive-online, where you can practice with us online, virtually. You can do it live, virtually, and interactive, where you get in front of your camera and we work out together and you get some real-time cues and you get access to all of our library of yoga and yoga-inspired workouts. I can't wait to see you until, again, make sure you like and subscribe. Take care. See you soon.